Hi everyone, welcome to the new video. So today I'm going to share some interview questions which were asked to an experienced candidate in round one of a company, and these questions mostly cover the questions related to Azure Cloud, Terraform, Kubernetes, and I think one or two questions related to shell scripting. So I hope this real time questions which were actually asked in the interview will help you a lot in preparing. So without further ado, let's go. So the first question is write a deployment YAML file using liveness probe and readiness probe in it and add PVC to it. Also add requests and limits to it. So try writing a deployment YAML. Basically, liveness probe and readiness probe, what the values will be there, and then adding a PVC to that deployment. Then second is write a script to check if it is a directory, and if it is yes, then count the number of files inside that directory and print the path where directory is present, or else exit code with a non-zero exit code. Okay. Deployment is deleted but pods are still running. What can be the issue? Maybe the pods maybe the pods are created by some other controller, or maybe the deployment is not deleted properly. It is taking time to register the changes. So try to find some reasons for this. Then image is updated in YAML file, but still pod is not picking up the new image. So we hear about the image full policy. Okay, the image full policy that is defined. So sometime it is not defined, and that's why the new image is not picked even after it is updated in YAML, and it continues using the old image. Can existing subnet be extended from /24 to /23? No. Write a Terraform script to create resource if variable environment is dev. So how you'll handle the condition check in the Terraform script. Then create a lifecycle block and dynamic block. So what is dynamic block? We'll discuss properly in the next video, because my uh, 15 tutorial video, Terraform tutorial video is pending. So we'll come uh, cover this topic. What is the difference between managed identity and service principal in Azure? So all the questions which we'll see are of Azure. Then application gateway is configured but the backend health is down. What can be the reasons? Then there is private endpoint created but on-prem server is not able to connect. Private endpoint for on-prem server is created, but still the connection the we are not able to access the on-prem, or connection is not established properly. So what can be the reason? What is Azure function? What is Azure web apps? What is logic apps? And basically what is the function? If you know about it, then how you have worked on it, uh, or what have you created using this. Then what is log correlation and how to configure log analytics for applications there. So this is mainly for those who have worked in Azure, and so this question can be asked. Even HP is configured, still the pod number is 1. So even if HP is configured, the threshold has exceeded, but still the pod number is still 1. What can be the reason? How to recover Terraform state file if deleted? Okay, so Terraform import we can do. How to find the log files greater than 7 days? So that. What is private and service endpoints? What are the type of managed identity? System and user. What is OAuth or OIDC authentication for AKS? What is OOM error? And if pod is created without mentioning resource limits and request, okay, then it is giving OOM error. And also, there was a second part to this question. If a pod is created without mentioning resource limit and request, then how much CPU memory it uses, okay? And this part was that if the resource limited request is not mentioned and the pod is created, but pod is not getting created, it is giving OOM error. What can be the issue? Then difference between load balancer, Azure front door, traffic manager, and application gateway. What is ingress and ingress controller? If VNet peering is done and VNet B is not able to access VNet A, what can be the reasons? Like maybe we have not mentioned the inbound outbound rules properly for both the VNets, or maybe the CIDR range should not be overlapping, that we should check. If a developer is trying to create VM and getting error as denied by policy, what can be the issue? Okay. Effects in Azure policies. So there are effects. There is one uh, key in while creating the Azure policy. What we mean by effects and types of effects. Okay. Types of effects that I missed. Then how to access store Azure storage account from AKS cluster? Like how will you give the access to, and if the Azure storage account is in another region? So Azure storage account is in different region. Okay, then how to connect from on-prem to Azure? So we can have VPN gateways, we can have site to site, point to site, or express route. So mainly with respect to Azure, we have to answer. Then what is 500, 502, 504, 503 status? How to handle the scenario of secrets that in Terraform state files, the secrets are visible. So what will you do? And can load balancer work as ingress? So try to find the answers. I'm not telling the answers like properly. Try to find it out, and we'll discuss the answers too. But try to find it out. Try to comment the answers of any question you want to feel like, or if you want to feel that I should discuss that answer question, please let me know in the comment section. Also, I will discuss about this dynamic block briefly in the Terraform tutorial video.
I hope the video is useful to you and please let me know your views in the comment section. Till then, take care. Bye.